listen carefully. Not texting first isn't a trick. It isn't a mind game. It's a boundary, a quiet declaration that your time, your attention, and your energy are not free for anyone to spend. When you stop initiating, you take your life off layaway. You stop renting yourself out by the minute. You become a man again. You know the cycle. You wake up, reach for the phone, check if she saw your story, check if she replied, check if the 3 dots show up. Your stomach drops. You tell yourself it's fine, she's busy, it's early. By lunchtime you rationalize one more message. By dinner you're negotiating with your self-respect. And by midnight you're scrolling old pictures trying to remember what it felt like when she used to lean in. That is not love. That is dependency decorated as romance. The day you stop texting first is the day you stop feeding the animal that's been eating you alive. Your need to be chosen. You've mistaken constant contact for connection. You've mistaken quick replies for care. You've mistaken paragraphs for partnership. You don't need another message, you need a mirror.so look in it. The man you're supposed to be does not spend his mornings crafting the perfect opening line. He spends them building a life that doesn't require applause to keep moving. He doesn't chase. He invites. He doesn't beg. He leads. He doesn't fill the silence with anxious typing. He lets silence do its work. Here's the truth no one told you, and when you always initiate, you train her to assume you'll always be there. Humans undervalue what's guaranteed. Predictability kills curiosity, overexposure kills respect. But when you stop initiating, calmly, not angrily, you introduce something powerful into the equation: uncertainty. Not chaos, not drama, simply the absence of your constant presence. It makes space. Space for her to feel. Space for you to breathe. Space for reality to reveal itself. If she values you, she will feel the gap and step forward. If she doesn't, your silence saved you months of confusion. You don't need to announce anything. You don't need to post quotes about self-respect or disappear in a theatrical storm. You just slow down. You reassign your attention like a CEO reallocates capital from unprofitable habits to worthy investments. You give your energy a budget. Every dollar must return dignity. What if she thinks I don't care? Good. Let your actions, not your anxieties, speak for you. When you do reach out, it's for something real, a plan, a time, a place. Not dopamine ping pong. When you talk, it's warm, grounded, and brief. When you listen, you actually listen. When the interaction ends, you close the app and return to your life. That's presence. That's the masculine frame, and not controlling her, controlling yourself. Some of you will ask, isn't this manipulation? No. Manipulation tries to control someone else's reaction. This is stewardship, controlling your own behavior. You're not withholding to make her chase. You're restraining because you respect your attention, and you will not offer it where it's not reciprocated. That's not a trick, that's adulthood, and yes, it will feel uncomfortable at first. Your hands will twitch. Your mind will narrate worst-case scenarios. You'll imagine her laughing with someone else. You'll convince yourself that one message won't hurt. Notice this. Name it. Call it what it is, the withdrawal of a habit that never served you. Breathe through it. The men who rule themselves are not the ones without urges, and they are the ones who do not worship them. What do you do? Instead of texting? You train. You read. You work. You rest. You go outside and let your eyes remember distances greater than a screen. You call a friend and talk about something other than her. You clean your space until it reflects the man you are becoming. You write down tomorrow's plan and then keep it. You replace compulsion with ritual, and here's where it gets interesting. As your life fills with real motion, your urge to check your phone lowers by accident. The calmer you get, the clearer you see the dynamic for what it is. You notice who shows effort when you stop carrying both sides. You notice who mirrors your energy and who only mirrors your availability. You learn to distinguish between attention and respect. Attention is loud. Respect is quiet. Texting wins the first, boundaries win the second. When she does reach out, and someone will, don't punish, don't play coy, don't award trophies. Meet her where she is with the same calm you've been building. She, hey, how have you been? You, good, thanks. Espresso at Atlas this week? Wednesday 7:30 works. If she says yes, great. If she hesitates, reschedules 3 times, or goes dry, your response is not anger, it's less effort, less messaging, less proximity. You're not a disciplinary figure, you're a man with a direction. If you're already in a relationship, the principle still applies. You're not stonewalling your partner, you're refusing to turn your bond into a 24/7 live chat that replaces presence with pixels. You set windows for real connection, dinners without phones, evening walks, focused attention, and you keep your day purposeful. Paradoxically, fewer messages make the relationship feel more alive, because the time you do share is fuller and realer. But I need to warn you, when you stop initiating, some people will test you. They'll send a breadcrumb to see if you sprint. A hey, a selfie, a reaction to your story. They're not asking for you, and they're checking for you. If you take the bait, the old dance resumes. If you don't, a miracle happens. You remain a man, not a notification. What about the woman who genuinely likes you but is cautious, slow to open, afraid to seem too eager? She'll still meet you halfway. She may not flood your phone with hearts, but she will say yes, she will suggest alternatives, she will remember the time window you offered, she will bring energy to the plan. Reciprocity doesn't need fireworks, it needs effort, and in the rare moments you do text first, because you can, you're free, you do it with intention. You propose something you'd actually enjoy. You keep your words lean. You avoid explaining your worth in paragraphs, because your life already explains it. Let's speak to the part of you that's terrified of losing her. Hear me, you cannot lose what is not choosing you. And if she is choosing you, she won't require you to degrade yourself to keep her attention. You have been treating your self-respect like a bargaining chip. You offer it too. Get closeness. But closeness one that way always costs more than it gives. You think silence is empty. It isn't. Silence is where people reveal themselves. In your quiet, she learns how much she wants to be near you. In your quiet, you learn how much you want to be near yourself. If you can't be alone with your thoughts for a few hours, why would anyone else want to share them? Understand this too, and not texting first is not a vow of coldness. It doesn't make you rude or unkind. It makes you measured. You can still be funny, still be attentive, still be romantic. You're simply removing the desperation that spoils every gesture. Roses given from fullness are beautiful, roses given from fear wilt in your hands. I want you to remember the man you used to be before your worth got tied to a read receipt. He laughed more. He moved slower. He missed messages because he was busy living. He didn't evaluate his day by the volume of pings. That man still exists. You'll find him again the moment you stop sending little pieces of yourself across a screen hoping someone will send them back arranged like love. This is what changes when you stop initiating: your posture, your breathing, your schedule, your appetite, your workouts, your sleep. The colors come back. You notice the weather. You feel the weight of your own decisions. You become heavier, in the best way, harder to move, harder to manipulate, harder to impress with crumbs. That is attractive because it is rare. Not a performance. A presence. Some will call you distant. They called the lighthouse distant, too, because it wouldn't swim out to every ship. Its job was to stand where it stood and shine. Do the same. You are not responsible for soothing the anxiety that your boundaries trigger in other people. You are. responsible for being fair, clear, and consistent. When the answer is no, say no. When the answer is yes, show up. When the answer is silence, let it be silence, and if she truly disappears, let it be a clean ending. No last essays. No dramatic goodbye. Wish her well in your heart, not in her inbox. Learn the lesson and keep the dignity. One day you'll see her name pop up, and your body won't tighten. You'll remember this season with gratitude because it taught you the most valuable skill a man can own, the ability to remain still in the presence of his own worth. You are not ice. You are fire inside stone, contained, directed, warm to those who come close with care, dangerous to those who play with you haphazardly. That is the masculine frame, and not hardness for its own sake, but strength under command. So here is your protocol, simple and clean. And wake up. Phone stays face down. Make your bed. Water on your face. 10 deep breaths. Commit to one courageous action before noon. If she messages, reply when you are centered, not when you are triggered. Keep it warm and brief. Lead with a plan. If she declines or delays, let the day swallow the thread. You are not the thread. You are the loom. At night, write one line. Where did I lead today? If the answer is nowhere, correct it tomorrow. If the answer is somewhere, sleep well. Your life is moving again. A month from now you will not be a man who didn't text first. You will be a man who didn't abandon himself. That's the win. That's the whole point, and if she feels the shift, and she will, she'll either rise to meet it or fall away from it. Both outcomes serve you. One brings companionship that respects your backbone. The other frees your hands to build without distraction. Either way, you're done outsourcing your peace to someone else's phone. Remember, you don't earn respect by typing faster. You earn it by needing to type less. By letting your actions speak for you. By treating your attention like the rare currency it is. Now breathe. Put the phone down. Stand up. There's a life waiting for the man who finally decided to live it.